I do.
Are you in favor of gay adoption?
Of course I am.
That's what I thought.
I'm in favor of adoption. I actually have worked with the Family Equality Fund, and I've donated to them. And that's all they do is gay adoptions.
That's
and
great.
They fight for rights for gay families to be accepted just as much as straight families.
Right.
A family's a family.
Right.
Gay, this is the thing, too.
As long as
I'll say one other thing on this, because my whole point is bringing awareness. That's why I wore my pro-woman is pro-life.
Right.
And why I'm so pro-life and outspoken at the Emmys and everywhere is, there's not enough attention on this issue, and one of the things is so many women can't have babies and they want to, or they're a gay couple, right, and they're physically, they can't have if it's two men, and they want babies. So if you're pregnant with a baby and you don't know what to do, it's like, let's just connect the people who want babies and the people who are in a bad situation, they don't want babies, and let's just make everybody happy. Let's heal, and let's connect those people.
Right.
The problem is people put a bunch of significance on it, and it's really a very simple solution.
Right. I met and I agree with everything you said.
I do too.
And we're both pro-choice. So what are you going to do? It should be a last resort.
There's
in my
enough
opinion,
that-
but I
I
am a
think it's a very
man.
sane
What do I'm a man. What do I have to say about it?
Well,
I
but
want to tell you.
guess what? In 100% of births, there was a man involved. So you can actually say something about this. I'm not of the.
And
thing
it
where
depends
men
on your
don't get to
definition of
talk.
man, but okay.
No, I mean, there was a penis involved with
Right,
sperm.
right.
In 100%. Do you know the statistics are so high these days? 100% of all.
Well, since you said
pregnancies
penis and sperm,
involve a man.
I got this guy right here.
Look at how clean Mark's nails are. You know what that means?
What's that?
It means he's a good lover.
That's right. That's
you
right.
would know, maybe.
No,
Or you
let
want
me
to know.
let me
Sorry,
tell you
Mark.
something.
I didn't
Yeah,
want
we
to
just started talking
burn
about gay
Mark.
adoption, and Dino went crazy. Tino, I was aware of this guy even before I met him. He was a mainstay of the Las Vegas comedy scene. Went viral. You may know him from World Star Hip Hop and other sites, where a comic named Raid Zone came up to you at an open mic where I believe you were hosting, or you were in the middle of your set.
I was hosting.
And I don't know if he wanted to grab the mic. I didn't know what he wanted to do, but you study martial arts, and that was a bad move.
Did you hit him?
I kicked him.
Kicked him right in the
And
chest.
it went viral?
Yeah.
Went viral.
Oh.
And
What, he was heckling you, or he was trying to grab the mic or something?
can I explain who Raid Zone is?
Yeah,
Maybe I
go
should,
ahead.
because I think I've probably known him
Well,
longer
let's
than you.
just put it this way. He wears a tinfoil hat, and it's not a cool tinfoil hat like Eddie Bravo and Sam Tripoli.
Oh, I like
It's
Eddie
like
Bravo.
a tinfoil hat like I just buried my mom in the crawl space and I'm wearing her church heels.
Oh
That kind of...
my God.
This guy's been doing comedy for years. He's about 60 years old.
No, he hasn't been doing comedy. He's been in the comedy scene for years.
There's
He's
a
been doing what
burn.
he defines as comedy for years.
That is a burn.
He actually got he was featured in a magazine
For
like
being so bad.
well, they thought he was being ironic. They thought he was doing like an Andy Kaufman thing, but I've seen him, and being a performer, I know he would love to get laughs every single time he's on the mic, and never does.
Yeah, think
But-
of Andy Kaufman, but like no funny
But not
whatsoever,
funny.
and not
That's-
likable
I love
at all,
Andy
and lots
Kaufman.
of BO. Go ahead.
So
Oh
just
yeah, the
crazy.
BO is crazy.
What? BO?
So-
That's a sign.
Yeah, no, he's
bad.
when you're 60 years old, you don't know how to wipe your
He's
ass.
like if the DMV was a human.
that is an apt description.
That's a great description.
So I only saw where you kicked him, and I've heard things from both sides. Tell us what happened. I gotta.
Yeah, just look up heckler gets kicked.
Well, tell us
Now,
the
here's
whole
the-
context, please.
Here's the fucked up thing about this is I can say that on here, right?
Yeah, please. We encourage profanity.
Is it was a year into comedy. The goal for comedians is to be known for our punches, not our kicks. So I didn't I didn't try to capitalize on it at all. Like everybody I knew was like, "Oh, you should be able to do this, and you should be able to do that." I'm like, "No, I don't want to be known for the guy that kicked the fucking guy in the chest."
Wait, was this 2015?
Yes,
Okay. 15, 16, 17.
it's right.
Yeah.
It's right before I moved to Vegas.
Yeah, because I started in 14.
Yeah,
So
and I
it's a
moved to
year
Vegas
in.
in 2016. Yeah.
Okay.
He disrupts comics. Okay, we're watching it while you're talking. Oh my God.
So everybody thought it was fake because there's two angles. My friend was
Okay.
in the bathroom and his girlfriend started filming, and then he came in from the side, so it looks
Yeah.
like everyone was like, "Oh, that's fake."
Oh, you're telling them have a seat.
Yeah. So what happened is I'm hosting this mic, and let me just let him watch the kick because I'm not gonna talk over the kick heard around the world.
Oh.
Let me just see. I'll just put the camera over here. They're watching it.
The reaction video.
No, there's not that many people there.
I thought this was like a packed club.
It's a coffee shop.
Have you ever been to an open mic?
Yeah, not since I became famous.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him. He's
crazy.
The sad thing is I used to stick up for him, and I think that's why it was doubly hurtful.
Because you're only in comedy
He's a
here.
guy too, right?
Just know all about it. Watch it.
Yeah,
Well, I can see why you would stick up because he's like crazy.
Yeah,
He's
there's
the
no
underdog.
sympathy for that guy. And I'll
Not
explain
if
that
he's-
in a minute.
Oh!
I guess that was the kick.
No! He went down like a Muppet.
I will link this on the YouTube. Yeah.
Like a Muppet.
How long have you been studying martial arts?
Oh!
He went down like a Catholic priest on a choir boy.
Oh!
How long have you been doing martial arts?
Went down like a.
Okay, well here's the thing.
Damn,
As soon as they
he was
pause
out.
that, I
Sorry.
Pause it.
I don't-
That's incredible.
It's funny
Make a
because
boomerang out of that.
this was on Joe Rogan's. That's a good idea. This was on Joe Rogan's podcast, and he
Right.
goes, "That guy knows what he's doing. He's kicked people before."
Right.
And it's not true. It's not true.
that's
First
not
of
a good
all,
thing
it's just
to
I'm
be
just a
known
big
for.
Steven Seagal fan. Second of
Wow.
all, I'm a germ freak, so there was no way I was gonna let this old guy that smells like belly button lint and tonsil stones put his
Yeah.
fucking
I get
kid
that.
touches on
You
me.
were so stiff. Your body was so stiff. Your leg just came out, and he crumpled. That's why he went out like a Muppet. His
Well,
body
you know,
just
here's the
crumpled,
thing.
and you just maintained your.
He's lucky that I didn't World Star Hip Hop his ass, which is stomp his face after. No, all I did was just want him, don't touch me.
Yeah, you
That's
just-
what that
you
whole
kept
thing
him
was
wet,
about.
yeah.
It's because the only martial arts I studied was jiu-jitsu, and basically
coming at you.
it's cuddling. Like I can cuddle you to death.
Aw.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And
Look at Joy when you say that.
So I never.
I like to see.
By the way, that's Hannah, my co-host.
I look at her bodybuilding video and say that. My
I,
favorite video.
Oh my God.
we're gonna talk about your bodybuilding, but go ahead. We were talking about you two now.
Oh, thank you.
Anyway, sorry, I digress.
Yeah. Please
So-
keep your hands away from your pants, please.
So,
Hands
Oh,
where
I-
we can see them,
I
buddy.
can do that
Hands where we
tantric
can
shit. I
see
don't have to touch myself.
TMI.
just because you have a Sting CD doesn't mean you do tantric
I'm
shit.
sure he has a lot of practice with that.
I'm sure he
tantric.
does.
So anyway, he's a guy that's in the scene.
Right.
When I first started doing comedy, I actually used to stick up for him because people were so mean to him. And
Yeah.
the joke that I used to make was, I'm always nice to Raid because when he comes in spraying everybody with the gun, he's not going to shoot me. So I used to be, and then one day I just realized, like, no, this guy's just an asshole. And one day, me and a friend of mine,
Yeah.
after a mic, because he had interrupted, he had heckled, we said, hey, Raid, you've been in this too long to not know golden rules number 1. Don't steal jokes and shut the fuck up when you're in the audience.
Right.
Right.
It's just an asshole. So,
And he was coming at you.
so I'm substituting for this guy named Lawrence Payne. It's his mic. I'm substituting. It's my first time ever hosting.
Wow.
There's nobody there. So the dilemma
we
is,
saw the video.
do I let him go first when nobody's there? Or do I put him at the end so as not to scare away any,
Right.
civilians?
Right.
So I'm like, I'm going to put him up first since nobody's here. So I put him up. I give him the light, and instead of wrapping it up like you're supposed to, and by the way, the light was Morse code for too bad that tinfoil hat didn't stop fetal alcohol syndrome. So I give him the light
For 1 minute left.
for 1
Too bad
minute,
he's
and
missing
then he starts giving away punchlines to my jokes.
No, he didn't.
So I walk up, I physically take the mic out of his hand. I say, Raid, make some noise for Raid. So then he folds his arms. I'm not going anywhere. You said this is a grown man. He's like in his 50s.
50s, 60s at least, yeah.
So he goes, I'm not going anywhere. You said I could do more time. So everybody makes some noise for Raid. So finally he leaves. We're bantering back and forth. It's horrible. I'm only a year in. It's not good. And then he comes back up to me and he starts poking me. And this is where the video kicks in. He starts poking me in the chest.
Oh, see.
And I know, legally, hey man, keep your fucking hands to yourself. 3 times I said that. Then he went away again. Then he did it. He rushes me, and then I give him the front Charlie Murphy. This is Sparta kick.
Yeah,
He
that's
goes
what that
down.
was.
The tinfoil hat spills. Call an ambulance.
Oh my
The funny part
God.
about this video is nobody gets up to help him. That's what a douchey is.
Right.
Watch the video, you'll see. And then there's this guy that's on his computer. He stands up, walks by, and he looks and he goes, "Now that was funny."
Oh!
It's probably the funniest thing you ever did.
And
Wait,
then yeah.
did
Now,
the
when
media call you after? Sorry, I'm
No.
asking
It was
the
just
questions here.
YouTube. Like all the podcasts were talking about it,
What?
but like news didn't get involved.
How did you know it went viral in the pot? What was the first, was Joe Rogan the first time you heard that it was?
Well, Freddie had recorded it and put it on his channel, and he's like, "Dude, this is getting like 1,000 likes a day or something." It was ridiculous.
Right.
So then he tried to monetize it, And then YouTube does what it does, and it took the monetization away from him
Right.
because it was violent or whatever. And meanwhile, where's that all that money going to? YouTube?
Yeah,
It's not going to us.
Well, I know. Trust me. You don't have to tell me.
That 10 million view video of my pit bull, I didn't make anything because it had Eye of the Tiger on it.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, no, he said it's going viral. Then they demonetized it, and then
World Star Hip Hop. How'd they find out about it? Or do
it
you
went from YouTube. So I don't know. Collectively, it's got to be a few million, if not more, from YouTube and What's Our Help. This is what a douche this guy is. He would go to mics after that and goes, "I have a viral video."
Well, I know of him getting kicked.
Yes, that's what he said. I have a because he got banned from all the mics.
Wow.
And
No, he did get banned from all the Vegas mics. I can
attest to that.
attest to that.
Yeah, and then
the LA mics.
So he was yelling at one of the mics called E String down in Vegas, and he's yelling at the host. He goes, "I have a viral video," because he was like, I'm not putting you on the list.
That's crazy.
So I've got a question, Joy.
Yeah.
How did you meet this maniac,
Okay, so I've been
Tino?
waiting to tell you the story.
Oh,
No.
No, Joy's got a story. Stop.
right.
But so I didn't tell him how we met. How I met Tino.
Right.
So I
Green
was
door.
doing the he was homeless. He was passed out on the street. And I was like, "Sir, can I help you?"
Well, the Green Door's actually a swingers club in Las Vegas.
Okay, yeah.
That
he
was the joke.
outside that door, and he was naked.
Yes.
Nobody wanted to have sex with him, and he was thrown out.
Well, actually, Raid Zone, I think, might
I
have.
felt sorry for him. So I'm just kidding. It's gonna get worse and worse. Okay, so the reality is I was on Hollywood Boulevard doing interviews for my upcoming TV show called The Joy Villa Show.
I'm familiar. I was a guest.
I know you were a guest. You're
So was
supposed to act
Tino.
surprised though.
Yeah, when's that going to air, by the way?
Well, it will. Just calm down, boys. Calm down. Cool your rockets.
Yeah, now she has to film
Hannah's
Hannah.
gotta handle all this
Right.
testosterone here. Yeah, so it's toxic masculinity. No, I'm just kidding. Just playing with you guys.
Sounds like a good metal song.
Yeah, it does, right? Toxic. So I interviewed him, but he came up to me. So I was asking people questions, and he came up to me and he was like, "Aren't you Joy Villa?" And I was like, "Yeah." So you recognize me, Tino.
And you must
then
have
I
recognized
had
her
him.
from my posts.
Well, because he said that I remember he said that he knew you. Oh, because I don't know how I linked you guys together, because I guess you were friends on Facebook. And
Yeah,
then I
'cause
said
then
to
you
Mark,
said
I
you
go,
know
Mark,
Mark.
you know Joy Villa? He goes, yeah. I go, I so want to have her baby. And then I saw you walking.
Get in line.
And then I saw you out there, and
Yeah, so you know who I was before.
Yeah.
Because I'm famous. Not just because we're friends.
Because you're on the Dark
that
Mark
is-
show.
That is one of my all-time biggest goals in life that I achieved.
Actually, I saw her
being on the
booty.
Dark Mark.
I saw her booty first, and I was like, and then I went, "Oh, it's Joy Villa." Do you remember what I said to you? I said, I go, her phone bill must be outrageous from all that accidental butt dialing.
Yeah, I was like,
That's a good one.
is that a good
Yeah.
one though? Really?
You like that one?
Is it?
I know, okay.
Is it?
I think it looked like you took offense, and I was like, "Oh no, that's a compliment." Girl.
No, I was trying to understand it because it's so unfunny.
You don't say that to an African American woman. What's the matter with you?
Well, what's my race have to do with it?
I'm just saying.
What?
You're part Latin too.
Say
You got that.
Don't
You got
say
the
that to an
juicy.
Afro-Latina.
Yes.
No, it's and my race has nothing. No, but seriously, so he was on my show, and then I invited him back for private interviews too. Not that
he was there
private.
too.
Private-
Yeah,
private
because you
interviews.
guys were there together. That's
No,
right.
you were there one day. I was there the next day.
Yeah, you guys weren't there at the same time. And of course, Mark,
Oh, we
you're my
weren't?
longtime friend,
Yes.
so
we
you've
were.
been on my show.
No, you
it's
were
gonna
there.
air this summer,
That's
by
right.
the way.
That's right.
You taped on a Monday. I taped on a Tuesday.
That's right.
So I was. And that's.
taped on a
man.
Monday, taped on a
I'm glad I wasn't on
Kept your
the show that
stuff
you were
all
on, only because I got to reconnect with our friend Jacqueline.
Oh yeah, Jacqueline Van Bjerk. I love
Jacqueline Van Bjerk.
She's good.
The
She's
singer.
on the show that
One of my
I was on.
besties.
Your
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
You,
she's great.
So
She's awesome.
anyway, so you keep going viral.
I keep going viral.
So that was the story. You were on the street, and Tino came up to you and said, "Are you Joy Villa?"
I was on the street. Why do you make it sound like that?
No, you were on the
He
street
was
interviewing.
on
You were
the
doing.
street.
You were doing.
I was working. I mean, God damn it.
like a man on the
Working
street
the
interviews.
streets.
You were
yeah, exactly. I was
But
a woman on the street.
You're a woman on the street. So
Yeah.
a man on the street. I don't know.
No,
what
but
I'm
it's to say, yeah, it is
Yeah.
man on the street. But
Anyway.
that's exactly right. And
Sure.
so, and then I was like, this guy's a weirdo. Get away from me. But then he said, I know Dark Mark. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Is that
I'll
true?
interview
yeah.
him.
No, I
yeah,
said
yeah.
I think we have a mutual
Listen,
friend.
Yeah.
I got a little bit accosted on the streets. Hey, baby, you know. And all
I was gonna
this.
say, how
Joy
many-
Villa. Like, I mean, I'm a public celebrity. I'm a figure. You know, I'm working
You
on being
sure are
more.
a figure.
No, but I was gonna say after all
So
the
I
all the
didn't really
Grammy
trust
stuff.
him when he came up to me until he name dropped you.
Do you get-
Then I was
Figure
like,
eight,
okay, cool.
baby.
Do you get recognized on the street a lot?
I actually do. It depends. If I'm wearing makeup and I'm like in full Joy Villa regalia,
Like you are tonight.
yeah, exactly like I am tonight, then I will get recognized at least a couple times. And then sometimes, like I was at an audition for a show I can't talk about, but it's a big show
Right.
for a TV show, and she was like, "You're the singer." No, but your mom was there for that porn job.
My mom
in
died.
the same building.
It's not funny.
Yeah, they dug her up and sent her in the audition.
I already knew that was. I was like, even if she did, I was still maintain my severity.
Right.
Yeah. So she was like, "You're that singer, Joy Villa." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I am." She's like, "I haven't listened to your music though." I was like, "Okay."
Oh, okay. So
But
she
you know who I am.
she knew because of the dresses.
I get lovers and I get haters.
No, because
But I do get recognized.
I was
yeah.
gonna say the Daytime Emmys. You had like a Princess Leia sort of thing going on with the
Yeah,
hair.
I had my
It
little.
looked a little different.
It was my little Princess Leia bun.
Yeah. It was kind of
Yeah,
cute. It was kind of
mixing
Mickey
my
Mouse
style.
ears.
I'm a girly girl. It was like Minnie Mouse.
Yeah, Minnie Mouse, I guess. So, but that wasn't since you've been on the show.
But like if I pull my hair back, I have no makeup. I
Right.
don't often get recognized. So I'm
Right.
still at that. I'm not that Kardashian fame where you have a crowd around you everywhere
Right.
you go and you just
Yeah, you're not
get
at that
blinded.
Kardashian fame. You actually have talent.
Well, thank you.
Aww.
You guys, I'm not gonna throw them under the bus. They're doing their thing.
But when
I
you
don't watch the show though. But
when you go to conservative gatherings, you have a crowd around you.
oh, are you kidding me? I'm a rock star.
Yeah.
I am a certified. When I go to conservative gatherings or red carpet events too, even if it's not
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
conservative, but especially like CPAC, Conservative Political Action Conference,
Sure.
or any conferences where I'm speaking or I'm on the stage, I get mobbed. I cannot walk.
Right.
It is Kardashian famous in that scene.
And-
Like,
and-
I mean, there's literally like 50 people around.
And
me.
how does that
Travel
feel?
with a bodyguard. It feels amazing.
To be the Beatles of
Oh,
conservatism.
I like that. The Beatles. The John Lennon.
Yeah.
I'm the John Lennon of conservatism.
Yes, I think so.
It feels amazing.
Right.
I'm so grateful.
Right.
I'm beyond grateful. And I have so many fans from different walks of life who support me. I call my Joy Tribe. It's
Oh, that
awesome.
was hashtag Joy Tribe.
Hashtag Joy Tribe.
I'll add that on.
That's right. Hashtag
Joy
Joy,
Division.
Tribe.
The Joy. Well, yeah, that's kind of getting into my goth territory. It could be. Well, that you might. Yeah, you might want to stay away from the Nazi references.
The Joy Division? Really?
Yeah, that's what Joy Division is. You don't know that?
No, they're
That's
not.
right, yeah.
Yeah. Joy Division was the Joy Division. No, the Joy Division. The name.
Oh,
Yes.
that
The
was
name Joy
that
Division-
was the place for people like they prostitute.
it was a
right?
prostitute. Yeah, they
They would
prostituted.
force the Jewish women to be raped, basically.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they-
That's what they would call it.
that
You
was
were
called
going into the Joy Division.
That's right.
But yeah, so that I would stay away from Joy Division.
no, but the band.
The band is great.
Don't be
talking
so
about the band.
PC. We're talking about the band.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The band is great.
Everything's
We knew
so
it.
politically correct. You
Speaking
can't
of
say
this,
anything
no, I
these
was saying Joy Tribe is better than Joy Division. I think in this case. Plus, you're not a divider. I don't think so. I think you're somebody. And it's funny because you and Tino both conservative people, but I mean conservative as far as views, but not conservative in the least as far as people that I know.
Wow.
Yeah, I would say more libertarian.
Well, I would say that by myself, but you're definitely on the Trump train.
Well, here's the thing. It's more of the
Put him on the
enemy.
spot.
It's more of the enemy of my enemy type of thing. It's like anybody but anybody on the left. You know what I mean? Because I didn't vote for anybody.
Right.
But I
Because
remember
you're a convicted felon.
no. Yeah, but no, I don't need an ID to vote. Remember? Thanks,
yeah.
Gavin Newsom.
I know. Isn't that ridiculous?
No. Do you remember when Ross Perot ran?
Yeah.
A little before my time, but
I
yeah.
always thought that made sense. A business owner
Right.
being the president.
Right.